basically it keeps on looping. And we're going to put spawn is equal to 1. You may think, why would I want to put spawn is equal to 1 every 2 seconds? But we're not finished yet, so just wait. Now go into step event, create. We're going to put if spawn is equal to 1, instance create x, y, the coordinates. You can put them at specific coordinate, let's say 450 and 420. So if we go in here, we'll look for 450 and 420, which will be about 450, be around here. Rather, if you just put it as x and y, it sets it as the coordinates that the object was placed. And if we put object, we'll put bad soldier. Okay. But since alarm 0 is always 1, and this means it will create it 30 times in a second, and we don't want that. So we'll put spawn equals 0. So that means once spawn is equal to 1, create the object, and spawn is equal to 0, and every 2 seconds spawn will go back to 1. So that means that it will create an object every 2 seconds. Now draw sprite ext, if you go on the Y scale, which is basically the second one you typed, go on the X scale actually and just put -1. Okay. Now that's set. All we gotta do is just program the crossbow, and yeah. Now first of all, the crossbow. Okay, epic sounds. Now first of all, do the create. Let's say can shoot 1. Okay, this variable we will use. If can shoot is always equal to 1, then yeah, we can fire. I just said it just then. You'd have to program it actually, but that's what we're going to be, using it as. I just gave you a head start. So if we go keyboard, so when we press space, if can shoot is equal to 1. Okay, so basically we're going to be putting our create bullet code here. But before we do that, we're going to put can shoot is equal to 0. So since we're going to put our create the set, let's just assume that there's a code in here already. Since can shoot can never be 1 again, because the only way in this object is it starts off with can shoot is equal to 1, and when we press space, it will never shoot again, because it sets a can shoot to 0, and there's no other way to fire a bullet unless can shoot is equal to 1, and there's no other event in this object which make can shoot to 1. That unless it's stated in another object which changes it, but we're not doing that. Now do can shoot is equal to 0. Step, we're not going to be using an alarm here. We're going to put, before we do that, instead of 0, we'll put it as, let's just say 660. Okay, no, too long. 30. We'll change can shoot to 0. let's see.